Here we go. We're going to do a remake because the first one wasn't right. I'm here with Connor McMahon. This time I know how to pronounce his name in his little cabin here at Caribou Crossing. Real Masha's life. It kind of brings back memories of me staying in Paxton, I have to say. So, Connor, you have been here for 10 months now, something like that?
Yeah, just about 10 months.
And I would say it's all Aaron Peck's fault you're here.
Yeah, we can blame him. We can blame
So
him.
tell us a story.
Well, I started working with Aaron Peck about 2 years ago, and he's the one that put me on my first big dog team and brought me out for a nice big training run. And ever since then, I've been totally hooked. And then last year, he got me to enter my first race, and then he got me hooked on that as well.
Which race was that?
That would have been the Caledonia Classic in Fort St. James.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ran one of his teams in that, and then.
Then we met at the Iditarod. I remember you peeking out of a window. You had more hair and stuff. You looked a little busier than now.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to clean it up. I was on the back of the sled trying to drink coffee, and then you got your hair frozen into the beard, and the mouth won't open. And
so then Iditarod, you were taking care of his drop dogs and.
Yeah, take care of his drop dogs and help him with the training and bringing everybody up. It's quite the ordeal coming up all the way from Grand Prairie.
So well, he's at the Cusco right now.
Yeah, he just finished the Cusco.
Oh, nice. What place did he finish? I haven't looked.
I believe it's 9th.
Oh, good.
9th,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So 2 places up from last year. So that's
nice.
Always good to see, especially good for him getting up there this year.
And then you guys went to Caribou Crossing, and then what happened?
Yeah, well then COVID, just turn that off there. Then COVID kind of took the world and made it an even crazier place. I was on my way back to Great Slave Lake to go be a fishing guide there, and I was going to stop by here and drop dogs off and get everything set up for Aaron coming up. And then with the way everything happened and the view that I have out there, I ended up just talking with Caribou Crossing and saying, is it all right if I just stay and train out of here? And they fully supported me in that, and they've been nothing but helpful and keeping me here and keeping me fed and getting the dogs out on the trail every day.
So next thing you know, you're a board member of Dipsy.
Yes.
And next thing you know, you're all of a sudden organizing a dog sled race.
Yes, while trying to train for it as well. Yeah, one hell of a first year up here by myself.
But that's a pretty good way to integrate into the community, isn't it?
It was absolutely amazing. The community here blows me away. There's so many mushers, so many people always willing to help out, people always wanting to be involved, volunteering, helping with training. It's quite a good community of mushers that we have up here.
So what do you think of being behind the scenes of organizing a race?
I always had a lot of respect for everybody putting on the dog sled races and doing it, and I always thought that putting in the trail, it must have been the hardest and most time-consuming part, but now I really get to see what goes on behind the scenes, and yeah, it is quite a lot of work, and there are board members on there that are just day and night. They've totally devoted themselves to this race, and they're the ones who have gotten this race off the ground, and it's really amazing to see the hard work and everybody working together paying off.
It's probably going to be good for you because now you know what's involved if you show up in any other race, in any bigger race. I have to admit, looking back at myself, I used to be quite the grouch on the trail. If a little bit of heat wasn't right there where I was expecting it to be, I was getting all bent out of shape. And in my later years, when I got involved behind the scenes, I was like, "Oh man, Sebastian, you were a piece of work out there." So it's good that you got that out of your system early.
Yes, yeah, it's exactly. There'll be no complaints from me about shortage of strut. Nothing. No, it's perfect. It's all perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no. I mean, we used to joke, like Jesse Royer and myself, and all of us mushers, like Warren Palfrey, who are now behind the scenes. We sometimes joke and say this is something a musher should do before they're actually allowed to enter a race.
Yeah, it should go along with your qualifying miles. qualifying volunteer experience,
Yeah.
trail breaking experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm hoping to do with Hans tomorrow. We have been waiting for warmer weather, but I think it's game over with waiting.
Warmer out there.
It's going to be cold trailmaking tomorrow. So and then training. You have been going out with Nathaniel quite a bit.
Yep, Nathaniel comes down and we train out of here, and that's always a lot of fun, just being able to see the way another musher does it, especially in a not stressful race environment where we can actually sit back and talk about different things that we do and talk about what we're trying to get by doing those things. And yeah, it's always nice to stop and be able to have somebody to talk to when you're having your camp out.
Yeah, so you have done a few camping trips.
Yep. I have the hookup alleys here, so it's really nice for us to just do a run and then put the dogs on the straw outside.
So right in the yard here.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we'll come in and have a warm meal, but then I've also been doing a lot of camping on the trail and doing the longer trips with the dogs.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, you're going to, you can stop in McCabe, you can stop in Carmax,
Yep.
Mandana, Braeburn, and then Time Station 3.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat, having 5 stops, so to speak, on 260 miles.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of options.
Yeah.
Not a strategy that I haven't fully thought out yet.
So I hear you have a little truck issues. You're hoping to have a truck for the starting line?
Yeah. I think my good friend Tappan Noble has put a plan B into place for me there if I can't figure this out by the start line. But my snow machine's down, so I can't come help you guys with the trail tomorrow. And my truck's down now, so my only mode of transportation is my dogs. So
it sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Mine's is back 20 years, and Sebastian could be sitting there.
Yes, yeah, we hook up a 6-dog team to go down to the store to pick up bread and milk.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the Malamute to get my firewood today, and
yeah, pretty cool. So, it's obviously taking a village to get you to the start of a dog sled race. Who would you like to thank?
Oh.
And remember the remake.
Yes. Okay, I get a second chance at this. First, my family. My family's been a huge support and really helped me in following this dream. My girlfriend, Christina, she's always there, always motivating me to get out on those cold nights. And
does she have a truck?
That's teasing. She has a truck. Yeah, she'll meet me out on the trail. It's absolutely amazing. I can cancel date night and tell her I'm going on a training run, and then she says, "Oh, what trail?" And she'll be out there and meet me with the dog team, and so we'll camp out like that. And Dog's Choice Dog Food, they keep my guys fed. Sponsored us with our meat for this winter. Bushy Contracting, he does a lot behind the scenes. Caribou Crossing, of course, for having me here, and everybody else on the board. Their work is just absolutely breathtaking what we've pulled off this year, and to be able to run this race now is really amazing. And of course, my Mama Mako.
The lazy mutts.
Yeah. And then anybody else I'm forgetting, I'm very sorry, but I thank you as well.
Yeah. So this is your second race of the season. You raced the Silver Sled?
I did the Silver Sled and the Carbon Hill.
Oh, so third race of the season. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. How did you do the Carbon Hill?
I did well in the Carbon Hill. I was really happy with the dogs, and it was a beautiful day to run dogs that day. Nice and sunny and bright to get up there. It was a really fun race, and get to race with Martine and Ed and Nathaniel and everybody else that was out there. It was a fun race, especially being on one of my home training trails.
So progressively it's getting tougher. Then you went to like a cabin camp out in in Silver City. So but that's game over now.
Yeah, now I'm actually looking forward to putting on booties more than once per race. Yeah.
And then for you, are you the Percy after that?
I'll be headed up to the Percy after the journey as well.
Nice. Well, enjoy, have fun, and thanks for taking the time to do this.
Thank you very much, Sebastian.